Joan Magretta, What Management Is, How It Works and Why It's Everyone's Business. Welcome to the summary of What Management Is, How It Works and Why It's Everyone's Business, by Joan Magretta, a book that explores the often misunderstood profession of management and its importance in driving progress in modern society. This summary highlights key insights into the true purpose of management, which goes beyond supervising others and is primarily focused on creating value. You'll learn about the different interpretations of value, what constitutes a solid business model, the role of strategy, and some essential performance disciplines. Additionally, delve into techniques for managing people and fostering a culture driven by shared values to pave the way for consistent excellence and success.
The real business of management. Management is a crucial driver of progress in modern society, yet its reputation continues to decline due to misconceptions about its purpose. It's not just about supervising others, it's about creating value for customers, stakeholders, and the marketplace. This book explains the theory and practice of management, emphasizing the importance of defining value and focusing on the external customer. Management must continuously remind the organization of this goal to succeed. Crafting successful business models. A good business model should be clear, simple, and make sense to investors and customers. It is the foundation of every successful enterprise as it animates the principle of modern management. Companies must develop stories that reflect their personalities and priorities to shape their value creation mission. Crafting a new business model is like writing a new story, variations of old ones. Successful companies like 3M and Southwest Airlines relate stories that celebrate their inventiveness and extraordinary customer service, respectively. These stories make the business proposition easy to understand, creating a good business model that tells a good story. Strategy, the key to business survival. A solid business model is fundamental to an organization's survival. One crucial aspect of this model is strategy, which acknowledges competition and helps companies stay ahead of the game. Although everyone agrees that strategy is vital, there's no agreement on what it means. Everything from strategic plans to mission statements is often mistaken for strategy. Management must remind everyone of the importance of strategy constantly and have an external orientation. Ignoring strategy would be ignoring your company's performance. Keys to consistent excellence. The keys to consistent excellence lie in basic performance disciplines, according to this book. One such discipline is the 80-20 rule, which states that a small fraction of effort generates a disproportionate amount of results. This principle has many applications, such as identifying the most profitable customers or products and improving product quality by focusing on a small number of issues. Former General Electric CEO Jack Welch also applied the 80-20 rule to allocate resources to the areas that promised the greatest returns. This book offers insights into how basic performance disciplines can help managers achieve consistent excellence in their work. The power of quality and continuous improvement. Discover how identifying critical quality elements and applying Pareto's law and continuous improvement can significantly benefit your business. In today's competitive business landscape, organizations are always looking for ways to improve performance. One way to begin is by identifying what customers value and referring to them as critical to quality elements or CTQs, according to GE. By focusing on these elements, organizations can strive towards greater quality. Unfortunately, most of the time, effort is wasted, with only 20% of it bringing about 80% of the results, explains Pareto's law. The good news is that by redirecting even a small amount of energy into more productive pursuits, significant benefits can be enjoyed. Consistently applying the 80-20 principle may not seem intuitive, which is why it is important to avoid scattering your attention among various issues. Instead, use the 80-20 insight to become more effective and work smarter, not harder. Another fundamental business concept to keep in mind is continuous improvement. Whether referred to as Moore's Law or Kaizen, the idea is to not only improve but to improve the rate of improvement. Continuous, gradual improvements every day will lead to significant long-term benefits for any organization. In a world where the bias is already against large corporations, striving towards quality and continuously improving may be the key to standing out from the rest. The role of values in effective management. Management expert, Peter Drucker, emphasized the importance of the entire person to the employer, which proved superior to Henry Ford's approach of removing the human element from manufacturing processes. According to Warren Buffett, integrity is a top quality for successful hires. While valuable to a classroom setting, the distinction between hard and soft topics in business does not always hold. The secret to effective management is striking a balance between respecting an individual's unique talents and emphasizing collaboration and teamwork for the organization's greater good. Shared values play a significant role in creating a culture that empowers workers to manage themselves. As a manager, it is your responsibility to recruit individuals with compatible characteristics and communicate values through stories. Properly managing individuals can create a community that maximizes the workforce's value. Creating value, essentials of organizational design. To achieve a valued organizational design, there are 3 critical basics to consider. First, have a clear purpose that drives your vision and mission. Communicate this to the team in a simple and concise manner. Second, arrange your organization to achieve the intended purpose effectively, always factoring in the competitive market environment. Finally, actualize your plan by executing it, making a difference and achieving results by managing your team effectively. Determining whether your business is meeting its potential or falling short of it will require you to focus on these 3 fundamental principles. The art of entrepreneurial management. Good management requires a dynamic balance between an entrepreneurial and risk-taking spirit and the reality of the current situation. Today's managers face daunting challenges and must be able to make the tough decisions to keep their organizations moving forward. A key component of successful management is fostering a culture of respect for individuals, in addition to taking calculated risks. The importance of evaluating the effectiveness and abilities of management from an individual and team perspective cannot be overstated. Managers must utilize the tools at their disposal to assess potential investments, but ultimately, it is their judgment that will determine the success of the organization. By working together, the management team can maximize their impact and achieve goals that may not be attainable as individuals.
Throughout the summary of Joan Magretta's What Management Is, we learned that the true purpose of management lies in creating value. The essence of a successful business model lies in telling a good story while offering a clear, simple proposition that appeals to both investors and consumers. Understanding your competition and implementing a consistent strategy is crucial for a company's performance. Employing performance disciplines such as the 80-20 rule and continuous improvement leads to consistent results. Moreover, fostering a shared sense of values and prioritizing self-management empowers individuals to contribute their talents and efforts towards a larger goal. By keeping these key takeaways in mind and embracing the true purpose of management, businesses can ensure both the growth and sustainability of their organization.